Welcome back to the Move Better channel. I am your host, Dr. Joe, and this is the Professor John Penisarada. Today we're going to be talking about jaw pain again. We're here because last time we talked a little bit about TMJ dysfunction, and we are still having some people comment in and ask questions more about jaw pain and some things that may be able to help alleviate this at home for you guys. So today we're going to talk a little bit more about what could be the problem and some exercises and some movements that may be able to help fix them. So the muscles of the jaw help us to chew, help us to talk, help us to move our mouth so we can be able to communicate with everybody. So when there's a dysfunction or there's pain within the jaw, it hurts to do any of those. And so what we want to create is an exercise program that may be able to help. Now, in the last videos, we talked about releasing tension of the jaw. We want to do that again today and maybe make it a little bit easier for you guys to see and understand. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to work above and then we're going to work our way below. So we have the temporalis muscles right above the jaw, right around our temporal area, or right next to our eyes. And all I want you to do, let's go ahead and place your palms right in that area. And you're not going to squeeze so hard to where you're creating all this pressure. You're just going to be nice and relaxed, and you're just going to lift it up as you feel your eyebrows lift up. Now from this point, we're already pinning and we're stretching those muscles. And now from here, we want to drive that jaw down to the floor along with gravity and open that up. And so what we're doing is we're pinning and stretching all of those muscles to help alleviate. Maybe you might be dealing with a headache or even more than jaw pain. This might be able to help release some of that tension. After, go ahead and relax, almost like we're trying to foam roll these muscles. We're trying to create a sensory response into these areas to kind of help wake them up. Next, you're going to drive your hands a little bit lower than the zygomatic arch, and we're going to place it right around our cheekbone area, and we're just going to lift that up again, and we're going to see our eyebrows start to raise. And try not to push again so hard. We're trying to just get those muscles to start to relax, and you're going to open up your jaw again. Now we're only going to be going through one pass each of these, okay, you guys? Then we're going to get even lower, the last one. We're going to get lower, and we're going to just get right below our cheeks, and we're going to push those up, and we're just going to hold, and now he's going to just drive his mouth open again. Now that's simply put, we're just trying to stretch those muscles out. We're trying to create that sensory response in those areas to try to alleviate some of that jaw tension. Now, go ahead and relax. Just like stretching, that will only take you so far and to alleviate all the pain. Even though it may feel a little bit better, we want to try to make sure that we eliminate the pain. So we've got to retrain those muscles. In this case, we want to try to create some tension along the areas that are somewhat sensitive or hypersensitive. If you notice that your jaw goes towards the right side, go ahead and open your jaw towards that right side. Now, of course, he's over exaggerating this, which is supposed to be the way to show you guys. We want to push into that problem. We want to push into that right side. So I'm going to have him place his hand right next to his cheek on the left-hand side. And the reason why I'm having it go on towards that side is because now he's going to create somewhat of a resistance for that jaw to be pushing down. So as he pushes down, naturally his jaw is going to want to push back against his hand, and therefore we're going to start working the strength muscles on the left-hand side to bring his jaw back into center. So as you open your mouth, now remember, he's not pushing so hard against his cheek here. He's just applying some pressure into his cheek, and he's not pushing hard at all, and he's just trying to create some type of resistance against that jaw so it pushes towards his left-hand side rather than his right, okay? After he does that, because that's the side that needs a little bit more strength, he's going to try to release, go ahead and drop hand. He's going to release tension off of the side that is dysfunctional, because the right side is the dysfunctional side, or the overly active side, the overly tight side. So he's going to try to stretch those muscles again by applying that pressure like we did in the very beginning. We have the pressure on the temporalis muscle, and then we go a little bit lower each time. Go ahead and open your jaw, stretch it out, relax, bring his hand a little bit lower, press, lift up, open, let it go, and then we're going to bring it even lower, press, lift, and open. Perfect. Now, if it's on the other side, of course, you just go on the other side and you just do it. Now, if you don't have any problems with deviation or movement from side to side, simply put, you do the exercises from both sides. So instead of just going to one side, you're going to be doing some strengthening exercises by just having your hand press against your face and opening and closing your mouth, so that way the resistance starts to increase and the muscles start to train as you open and close your mouth. So lastly, one of the things about a tight or painful jaw musculature is that we clench so much. So clench your jaw. So as we clench, a lot of the time we clench up and back. So up and back is one of the biggest problems that we start to deal with. Now, what I'm going to have John do here is he's going to get his thumbs, the bottom of his thumbs, and he's going to place it right at the bottom of your jaw, right here, and you're just going to place pressure straight backwards. So backwards, right? So you're almost kind of creating, you're going to try to see your lip as it goes back and down. So you're going to place pressure there, and as you're creating that pin, you're going to stretch it out by opening your jaw and then bringing the bottom of your jaw, the bottom teeth, forward over the top teeth. So as you push, you're pushing it forward and you're going to close your mouth, your bottom teeth over, and that way you're creating a stretch in the front part of the jaw, or in the back part of the jaw, and you're creating a stretch underneath the jaw. So that way we relieve some of that tension and we actually stretch these muscles out right over here. So once again, he's going to place the pressure, he's going to relax his jaw first. He's going to place pressure at the bottom of his jaw here, and he's going to push straight backwards. And as he's pushing back, he's driving his mouth open and the bottom of his jaw forward and over the teeth, the front part of his teeth. And he's just holding it right there. Go ahead and relax. And so, simply put, I mean, it's a hard move to do, but you are stretching out those masseter muscles, the jaw muscles that normally clench so tight, and that creates a lot of dysfunction and pain within those areas. Thanks again, you guys, for joining us on another episode of Jaw Pain. We hope that helped you guys out. Make sure you comment down below. Let us know about any issues that you guys are having. Make sure you share, like, subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks, guys.